Before I found my voice, I found her laugh, the one that raised me, held me, and taught me how to glow from the inside out.
And through every season, every I told you so, every late night talk, she reminded me I birthed more than a daughter. I birthed a whole vibe.
Okay, Mama, don't get cocky now.
I mean, tell the truth, shame the devil.
This podcast is our love letter to each other and to the women who came before us. It's heart, healing, laughter, and just a little bit of tea. Welcome to She Birthed the Vibe. Her laugh, my heart.
What is up, Vibe Tribe? It is Mea and Mom. Say hi, Mom.
Hey.
And we are here today to give you guys another episode. I just want to say thank you, everybody, for tuning in and being in this episode with us. We have a lot of great topics to pick from, and we are super excited to see what this episode has in store for us. All right, let's pick our topic. And our topic is high school memories with Mea and Mom.
Ooh. I like.
Okay, so I would say let's go like linear or in chronological order here. We're gonna start with 9th grade, like freshman year, a little bit of post, middle school, and then work our way up to senior year and post graduation for you. So a little bit of pre high school. My mom went to go pick up my laptop with me. So we actually got a laptop because I go to a early college school. That means I'm taking high school classes and college classes at the same time. It is super fun, except for that first year. First year wasn't fun at all.
She was stressed, friends.
I was stressed then. I was stressed the day after that.
My baby was crying. I was like, oh no, this ain't gonna work. My baby crying around here.
Not y'all out of me right now. Okay, but let's continue. So she had brought me to get my iPad, to get my laptop. And she actually started crying the second we got through the door. And I'm like, oh, brother. We didn't even make it to the gym where we're supposed to get the laptop.
We made it to the vending machine.
She's like, you have a vending machine? I was like, okay. You hungry or like, no?
Listen, it got real at that vending machine. And then I went back just recently and there's no vending machine.
The vending machine was raggedy anyway. It took about $15 from me. And I hope that when I graduate and they hand me my diploma, the $15 is in the diploma somewhere because they was really scamming with that vending machine.
Period.
Also, it only had like healthy snacks and it had like whole grain Pop-Tarts and whatnot. And they wouldn't even let you go to the vending machine like during class.
Shame.
Mind you, our high school campus is on a military installation. And it's an old middle school campus. So by no means is it at all meant to accommodate high schoolers. The ceilings are low. Like we're 2 feet tall or something. Now, I'm not going to lie. I don't know if anybody else has this theory, but as I've become a senior, the people who are coming in as freshmen, they get smaller and smaller. I'm not going to lie to you. They get tinier and tinier and tinier. There's some freshmen now. I'm like, how do you even do anything? How do you even do anything? Mom, do you want to share a little
That
story?
is what I remember. I remember being a little person in high school.
She's still a little person.
I'm still a little person in general. If you missed our last episode, please tune in. I talk about little people live here too, friends. Little people live here too. And so I think I grew up like fast. You know how you like grow up and then you like hit your last height. And so I believe I was taller, you know, in my younger years. But when I got to high school, I'm telling you, I felt like such a little person. I was super skinny. That is what I really, really love about my high school year. Because my kids be trying to play me in this season like I'm just some big back around here. Now I am.
No, brother, she asks me for cookies every night. She's like, what them cookies do, though? Warm up the oven. Like,
What she's supposed to say is you only have sweets on Sundays, which is our new rule. We only have sweets on Sundays or special occasions. We also have Takeout Tuesdays. And so on Takeout Tuesdays, which is where we spend time over food, just connecting with each other, where we could have sweets. So what she's supposed to say is there's no sweets till Sunday. And then we don't have to have that discussion. But yes, my body craves cookies every day. Whose body doesn't? Write it in the comments if you're telling me. Don't tell no lies because tell the truth, shame the devil now. that you don't want cookies.
Oh, brother.
You don't want cookies every day.
Let me tell y'all the problem. I'll be like, oh, Mom, you want a cookie? She'll be like, yeah. It don't be Sunday. She'll be like, yeah.
Immediately, I want the cookie. But then I got to remember, like, you have a discipline. You need to not eat the cookie. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But I was small the majority of their childhood until I got out the military. But not even like right after I got out of the military, because I think you was at least 8 or 10. You were older before I started. Yeah, I didn't start really getting big till I got married. So I've been married for 8 years. So I've only been
biscuit era.
Right.
We're talking about high school.
But I'm just saying, I'm talking about weight.
Okay.
So I'm saying I was small all my life up until 8 years ago. And these kids try to play me like I'm a big bag. But I mean, you're so active in high school. And so that is what I loved, because when I went to high school, I was such a little person. I also went to high school as like a transfer student, meaning I didn't go to middle school, intermediate school with all the kids that I was in high school with. I transferred to the school that I went to high school in, Oak Ridge, whoop whoop. And I was in ROTC, so Air Force ROTC. So I was in a special program that took me out of my zone for the high school that I was in. So I was just meeting new people. So it was such a new experience for me. But it was exciting because I was very active and excited about joining ROTC and the sports that I was going to play. So I got to create my own environment and pretty much a fresh start my 9th grade year. So I really liked it. And I'm telling you, my mama had our braids on fleek. I just found a picture the other day. We're going to figure out how to put a picture in the comment, because Mia said that last time we were talking about like their hair growing up. But we're going to figure out how to put our pictures that we're talking about in the comments.
But we're not going to stitch any pictures of how my hair used to look in anywhere.
You said you're going to stitch it. It's not
public knowledge. We can add it to our Instagram.
Okay.
But we're not putting any pictures of me with my hair not done in the Instagram.
Okay.
Listen, guys, in high school these days, let me tell you about clip culture. They
culture.
will clip you
That's
unapologetically.
That's an old people translation. What that mean?
Clip culture means like back in the day in high school, there were no phones, no cameras. True. If there was a camera, you knew where the camera was, True. Who had the camera, how long the camera was going to be there.
True.
Everybody has a camera. It's in their pocket. They're going to clip you, make a sticker out of you, use you in a group chat.
Ooh.
You're going to be in a meme, and you're probably not even going to know until somebody sends you the picture. And then you're going to be like, wow.
So you
really got me there.
You're getting passed around in somebody else's group chat, and you don't even know that picture of you is going around.
You don't even know that these people are breathing.
What?
But I'll tell you that.
Okay.
That clip culture is real.
So yes, my 9th grade year, I feel like, was my fresh start year. I got to recreate myself. I got to build something new. Like I said, I like new group of friends, new area. I had to, transfer over to the school. So it was a new way of transportation to get there. And so I found it to be very exciting to just explore that 9th grade year. It wasn't scary. I don't remember it being scary either. Like, I was excited to be in this new space.
I actually love that. My 9th grade year, I know I actually was going to go to like a mainstream high school and play soccer. But I was like, you know what? I'm trying to get this college degree. Like, I'm trying to head start my life. School is expensive. Like, help me out here. So I actually ended up like not really transferring, but I did have to apply to the school I go to. And it's like a thing. So you get in. And 9th grade year, I remember I came in with a whole bunch of my middle school friends. Like, some of them got in too. So I was like, okay, great, guys. Not even going to lie. By the end of freshman year, like, I talked to one girl now that I knew from middle school, and I talked to one guy that I've known since like elementary school. But everybody like really went their own way. Some people left the school and back to their old high school. Like, it really got very real towards the middle, which, going back to when she told you guys I was crying. She had to call the principal on me, but mind you guys, I've had a great principal. The principal is a go. Yes. Like, she will come to me in the hallway and be like, Mia, like, are you okay? Like, what are your grades looking like? I'm like, oh, my grades are good. She's like, okay, let's pull out your laptop. Like, she'll sit in the middle of the hallway, crisscross applesauce with you right there. No table, no chairs, no nothing. Just you, her, and the laptop. She'll be like, okay, girl. And one time, like, she's so involved in all the student activities. Like, if we're taking a selfie, she's going to get in it. Anything that we're doing, even if it's like, she's not really like a stickler principal either. Like, she's very stern and you're going to do what you need to get done. But she is very present and she's not willing to sacrifice a good moment for you just to reprimand and correct things. Now they will get corrected,
Right.
but she's not willing to miss a moment, like, because she knows that you're always living your life. And I love how even though we're doing the high school and college thing, she always tries to prioritize our high school experience and remember that we are still children and that we do want to have all those high school experiences that everybody has, like homecoming, proms, football games. Because my school actually does not have UIL sports, which was a big decision I made when I decided to come there in 9th grade. Now, 9th grade, everybody was leaving. I'm like, I'm about to jump ship too, but my mama said no. So here we are.
I'm like, I'm glad yes. I did. Let's pause right there.
Let's not.
Top of the hour tip. She's going to continue this conversation because it really is a very effective season for her and a transition season for her. But top of the hour tip, I wrote, explore all your options. And so, yes, in parenting, friends, we have to kind of be that accountability partner to help our kids do and finish what they say they were going to accomplish. And I knew Mea was supposed to be at this school. I knew she was built for this school, and peer pressure was a beast in 9th grade. And so I knew that if she's just following the crowd, she was going to operate, in that vein without operating in her actual purpose and her actual skill set, which was excelling in this school's opportunities. And so I wanted her to explore the opportunities that this presented her, even though that meant huge sacrifice like sports. For me, I couldn't have done it. I understand what she's saying. I couldn't have done it because I lived off of the sports that I played. Later on, as we talk about the other years, that really affected me greatly. But like she's talking about, it was the educators that kept me sane in high school, especially your first year.
Yes, I really love the environment. Like, one thing they could not beat about my school, like, you cannot beat the environment. Like, it's like you do one major thing, you're getting sent back to your home campus. Like, the environment, now, it's like, one thing they do say at my school is like, everybody they don't have any business, so they have no better business than to be in your business. Like, I'm telling you, if you say you ate grapes for breakfast, everybody in that school will know you had grapes for breakfast. But to be honest, there's only like 150 kids in our graduating class, which is substantially smaller than a regular graduating class. So I feel like word travels super duper fast, but you can't beat the environment that they created.
Definitely.
Okay, so let's jump into sophomore year. Let me highlight something really quick in the freshman year. So in 9th grade, like I said, I created this like hard, rock solid friendship. So I'm like, okay, we're going to rock it all the way out till senior year. Sophomore year, that all came crashing down. Sophomore, that sophomore sadness is insane.
Sophomore sadness,
senioritis.
Oh my goodness! Wait a minute.
And juniors be ready to jump. I'm not gonna
OPT. So freshman was what?
Oh, freshman isn't really anything. You just like,
okay.
Freshman is like your fantasies. Like, you're just living the dream.
Okay, not in reality.
Sophomore, the sadness.
Sophomore
sadness. Junior jumpers.
Okay.
And senioritis.
Okay.
Let's go over those terms really quick. Which was the first one I just said, brother?
Sophomore sadness.
Freshman fantasies. Freshman year, there's absolutely nothing going on that's worth stressing about. Yes, I stress, but usually there's nothing worth stressing about. Sophomore sadness. Sophomore sadness is you low-key realize that you're in high school now and stuff is getting real. I left my entire friend group sophomore year and I was like, you know what, guys, this is not it. And I just walked away. Junior jumpers. Juniors, let me tell you, junior is hard. And then you're trying to take college classes and high school classes.
She's shaking her head, friend. She is reliving it and she
ready
doesn't
to jump,
know how
junior
she got there.
Like, it gets, you better be praying junior year. And then senioritis, of course, like you're just ready to be done. Like you just itching to graduate. That hasn't really hit me yet. I feel like senior year is a lot like freshman year. Nothing really happening. Plus, every day is a party because you're a senior. Literally, I could walk into a room and yell, "Seniors!" and then everybody just starts yelling. Like, anytime, it could be like a lit moment real quick. So, I don't know. I put senior on everything. I painted a pumpkin yesterday. I put senior on it. It just goes on everything. So I feel like senior year is kind of like one of those fantasy moments too. But in the beginning, it also doesn't feel really real.
Yeah.
But let's jump back into senior year. I had a group of friends, and at the time, I felt like they were serving me correctly. After a while, it just didn't feel like correct. Like sometimes you find your people, but you don't. In high school, you never really know who your people are. You never know where these friendships are going to go, or if they're going to last, or if you're going to see that person tomorrow. Like, there's just so many things happen and that are just so different. Statistically speaking, they say that every high school class, like 26, 28, 24, 25, like you're going to lose someone high school year. This was sophomore year for me. We did lose someone in my class. I wasn't particularly close to this person, but I know other people were. But it was just kind of like so surreal that like death could touch us. Like, I don't know, like when you're in high school, you feel so like invincible. Not even invincible, because I feel like some people use the word invincible like you're just like reckless. But sometimes you just think you're like in this bubble. It's like, death is not about to come to me.
Right.
Like death has to wait a little bit. Like, let me get my foot in the door or something.
I'm too young.
Right. Like it's kind of like I'm too young. Not really I'm on top of the world. But I feel like that really kind of brought us together as a class. Especially, it was like right before we all got our Lettermans, and she would have got hers. So like they still made her one and everything. And that, I feel like every year your class gets closer and closer and closer, especially when you go to like a small tight knit school like mine.
Yes, definitely. And I'm gonna segue into Mommy Knows Best list here, because she said something very profound, which is the friendships and the friendships gains and the friendships lost through high school. And that was the number one thing her freshman year. Like I'm saying, explore your options. Like, this is a fantasy world. This is a new world that you create. It is not the make it or break you type of situation. In high school, everything seems like it's the end of the world or it's the only thing. And what I'll be trying to explain to my girls is, I'm telling you, there's more life beyond high school. So just make it work for you. Just like in anything in life, you're going to make it work for you. So my Mommy Knows Best list comment for today is: treat yourself with respect. You are enough. This season is not your whole life. And I want to say you are enough, because that means you are enough to be in a valuable circle that she's just said, like, profits you. If it doesn't serve you, or it doesn't profit you, or if it's dragging you, then you really got to do self-reflection and see. I mean, we used to say back in the day, birds of a feather flock together. I mean, who are you associating with and surrounding yourself by now? Like she said, this school was a no play school. So, I mean, this is top notch kids anyway. So they weed out the lazy ones. They weed out the ones who are troublemakers. Like, you have ambitious kids in this school, period. But then you still got certain kind of people that are there that just do not profit you. And it's probably not their fault in some instances too, because in some seasons, that's the kind of seasons you want to be in. Because there were some seasons where I'm like, let's go. Like she just said, it's a party season, period. You know, you got that party season, but then it's the other season where you're like, I ain't really trying to vibe. I just want to do homework in this season. And so you got to figure out your friend groups. And I honestly do have friends that I am still friends with from high school. Now, none of my friends, period, in my life, I talk to every day. Like maybe my bestie, we literally attempt to talk to each other every day. But most of my really good friends, I could not talk to them in like months. But when we do talk, it's like we were just talking yesterday, because we have rooted friendships. So I do have friendships from my high school, but I didn't know, what I didn't know back then was that I wouldn't have these friendships after high school. That's the hardest part. And so you got to get out the bubble where you're thinking like, we're going to have the rest of our life together. Because I had some friendships that we made plans that we would have the rest of our life together. And that just wasn't the case. And so I like how she said, what is it, sophomore's thing? Sadness?
Sophomore sadness.
Sophomore sadness is true. We didn't call it any of those titles back then, but I can relate to that being the season where you kind of figure out where you stand. Right. And then things start drifting to the left and to the right, especially with friendships. So for those of you who are just starting high school, like we have, her two younger siblings are just starting high school. And we're giving them all the tips and tools. Like Mea laid it out. Like, listen, don't waste no time. People show you their face. Don't even be in their face no more. Like they show you one time. move around. Like friendships is the hardest part. Peer pressure is the hardest part of high school, I believe, because I came in one way and then you get influenced, other ways. Or you can be the influence to be influencing other people in other ways. And so, yes, like make sure that you understand that you might not see this person ever again the rest of your life. I am just now finding my high school stuff and I forgot about half the people. So you don't know who you're going to have a lifelong friendships with, so don't waste your time there.
Exactly. Sometimes you're like, oh, girl, we're going to do this together. Like, you're going to be my maid of honor. Like, girl, I'm not going to know who you're married to, what day you get married, this, that, and the third. Like, it's so nice to make those plans, and you're going to make them anyway. Like, you saying you're not going to make them with anyone, that's like, we're not saying, like, be a downer your whole life. I'm not going to talk to you after this. Right. But just being realistic with your friendships. I know I had to get really realistic about mine, who I was talking to, who I'm spending my time with, just who I give my energy to in general. And I would say high school is either going to like put you in a bubble and you're going to stay in it, or you're going to pop your bubble and like actually figure out who you are. High school is the perfect time, in my opinion, to figure out who you are. You will meet every type of person. And so one thing that my friends always ask me, like, how can you not like a person, but you can just talk to them just like you talk to me? And I'm like, I want to work in a field that I'm going to meet every type of person. So I always want to be able to talk to any type of person, regardless of if I like them or not, regardless of if I agree with them or not, regardless of if we like have the same cultural background or not, regardless if we have anything in common. So I know for me, peer pressure wasn't always like the biggest thing for me. I'd say the biggest thing for me wouldn't really be like the peer pressure. It would be the post peer pressure. Like peer pressure, like, oh, you want to do this? Oh, you want to do this? And people make it seem so much more aggressive than it actually is. It's like, oh, you want to do this? Oh, no, that's weird. You want to do that? That's weird. People love to call you weird and odd. I like to call people weird and odd too. So I'm part of the problem, but that's not the problem. But I would say peer pressure is the post peer pressure, not them saying like, oh, do you want to do this? It's the effects after when they like label you a certain thing. Also, the high school reputations that you get for doing absolutely nothing.
Period.
What? Who said I did what? Well, I don't recall doing that. That is crazy. I should really talk to me about that one. Like the things that I've heard that people have said that I have done, it's just so insane. Like in sophomore year, like that was really a big thing for me. I was like, you're not gonna tell me what I did. But sophomore year, I was also like super duper rude. I'm a retired mean girl. I put the colors down. But
OTP, she is a retired mean girl. What does that mean?
Retired mean girl, it means like I was mean. I was a bully. I used to like, you would come up to me and be like mean. I'd be like, why are you even speaking to me right now?
Oh, wow.
Like people would come up to me to this day and be like, Mia, like I'll apologize every single time for it now. But people would come up and be like, you said this to me. And I'd be like, wow, why are they letting me talk to them like that? My main is like, why did you let me speak to you like that? Like not once was my tea ever clocked. Ever. Nobody ever told me, like nobody ever checked me, put me in check. Nothing ever. And I'm like, how first of all, how do I get away with talking to you like that? Because if someone trying to talk to me like that, whoa. But I don't even know how I got away with that. But I'm a retired mean girl, meaning I used to be real mean. Now people assume I'm mean, but I'm nice, and it like confuses them a little
right.
bit.
They don't know if they should.
But I can listen, guys. In the right situation, I can't get mean, but I can get passionate in a kind way. I can still convey all the messages I needed to convey before. I'm just not as aggressive as I was.
Meaning she has matured, friends.
I have matured, friends.
Yes. And so maturity is, the elevation level of getting towards the goals that you're trying to get towards. And so I love that about Mia, because I have heard Mia say this mean girl graduation situation. And I say that because there's been times that Mia walks into a room and I'm telling you, the whole house is shook. Because we don't want to bother her. That girl looked like she fixed to tear up the whole building. And so it's situations like that that we understand. But I love her presence, because I wish I had that presence in some seasons of my life, because you don't want to be approached by the wrong people. And I feel like that is her like guard dog that like deflects all the bad energy and the energy that she doesn't need. So you need to have that little strong woof woof in you.
So real.
But you also need to be kind, and that's what I teach my kids to be. Either way, you need to be, a good person, be kind, consider other people, be empathetic. And I think that's was my heart all through high school. Like, I think I was just a happy-go-lucky person. I am still a happy-go-lucky person. I think that has been my aura.
She's skipping and shining.
I'm telling you, like, I'm just free. But my life was
Did you
tough.
just say that's my aura?
Yes.
Here comes
my life was super, super tough. And so I say it in this season victoriously, but I don't look like what I've been through. And I am a high functioning person. And so it doesn't have to pour out of you all the time. But I really love how she said that, because there's a maturity season. And I feel like sophomore year is one of those seasons too. You ain't all the way there yet, but I'm telling you, this is going to start getting real, real soon.
Right. Definitely by the end of sophomore year. I would say something about the time frame too. Freshman year goes by slow. Slowest year of high school. Sophomore year, when you wake up and you're a junior, the time is already gone. That's what happened to me. Like, I was like, freshman year wasted. wasted. Sophomore year, I locked in. Like, but when I woke up and I was a junior and I hit the other campus, I was like, but I swear I was walking through the door yesterday. And then I'm telling you, juniors goes, bloop, done. You're a senior. That senior year summer, like, I'm telling you, senior year is so, like, unapproachable when you're a sophomore and a freshman. Like, you don't even think about being upperclassman, and you definitely don't think about being a senior. You don't think about how close that is to you. But I don't know if you wanted to talk about sophomore year for you, but I was going to go to junior.
I pretty much just talked about that. I mean, I played sports my whole high school, my whole time in high school. So I just remember, like, continuing to utilize the opportunities. ROTC in my high school was a great opportunity in every season. So I don't necessarily remember sophomore year. I remember freshman year because I knew it was a new year.
Right.
I don't, like she said, it was a blur. So I don't think I remember sophomore year, but I knew it happened, So I would say I survived it, and I made it to junior. I do remember junior and senior year very well, and I do remember, like she's saying, once you get to junior year, like, then you start, really the maturity level starts growing, because now you're trying to make a list of what you really got to do. And so, because that finish line is really on its way.
It's too close. It's like you're just standing still and the finish line is running at you.
Right.
It's almost like you're just standing super still and the finish line is running at you. But let's jump into junior year. So you have that sophomore summer, you usually wasted doing a whole bunch of nonsense, whatever. You come back, you're a junior. Bang. You're doing hardest year of your high school / college life. And you're not ready for nothing could have prepared me for the mental strain that I would have gone through junior year. Like, that's what most colleges and stuff look at. That's what everybody's looking at. The pressure that's on you, how many times people say that, like, it could not be reiterated more to you that year. Like, everybody, like your principal, the APs, your teacher, this is it. Which is really true, because it really does set you up for such a smooth ride during your senior year. Because imagine your last year being the hardest year. I couldn't do it this year. I got a diploma. But junior year for me, this is the year I met my now best friend. So I felt like this year I actually went into junior year preparing to be, like, super alone. I was like, I just was going to sit by myself. Like I told you this previous sophomore year, I just left all my friends. I was like, I'm going to do everything by myself. I don't care who's around me. I don't care about none of that. And I remember I was like, God, maybe I'm just not built for this best friend stuff. And even when I met my best friend, she started irritating me a little bit. I was like, I'm about to slowly start hitting the backwards button. But she kept saying the things that I was praying about and the things that I was asking God to, like, give to me in such a wholehearted way. And I feel like she was definitely the embodiment of not what I was looking for, but just the things I wanted to see in myself. We are polar opposites. She listens to, like, reggae, Afro beat music, and I like rap music and country music. Every time I say I like country music as a Black person, it's like I'm kicked out of the community. And honestly, y'all can have my Black card behind the country music.
Right, because country music
my skin ain't going nowhere, honey. I hate to tell y'all.
Like, do you listen to the words of the country
Do
song?
you listen to what they be talking
Come
about? Like, they
on.
it up every time. But we're just so different. And at first, I used to think that was like, oh, like, are we gonna match? Like, are we gonna mingle? But the thing was, I was very masculine. I still have a lot of little masculine energy left in there. But I feel like she taught me in ways how to be more feminine. And in some ways, I taught her how to be like a little bit more like, not so gullible. She's still gullible, guys. We're working on it. She's still gullible. But it's okay because we're still like sharpening each other's iron in that way.
I like that.
But that's what we talked about when we first met. He was like, do you know that scripture that like iron sharpens iron? We said that at the exact same time. Like we're just in the school building, we're just talking and talking and talking. I'm telling you, like this, she's reading my mind, I'm reading hers. Like, and I'm like, I never even thought this girl would be my friend. Mind you, she got all the friends in the world, or at least it looks like she does. If you're gonna get a friend who is like that, she's basically just that girl. She's just in everybody's everything. You need to be ready to be in everybody's everything because people be calling me about stuff I don't even want to do. They be like, but you know she's still, and I'm like,
oh my goodness, best
so what
friend.
that mean? I said no. But yes, there's a lot of things I did have to give up, and she kind of taught me that being supportive or being in the background didn't always make you less than.
Right.
I was like, low key, I could over here watch her do this all day.
Right.
This is easy. She want me to take a picture and send it to her.
Period.
I need to get paid. I was like, this could be a job. But I feel like she taught me so many lessons. And just in that year, I was so ready to be alone and go through all these things alone. But God really gave us each other to kind of hold each other's hands as we're walking through that. Because we taught each other a lot that year. I'm not going to lie. I don't really know how my junior year would have gone had I not met her, had we not been introduced in the way we were introduced. Mind you, I would like to be a lawyer, and she would like to be a psychologist, a therapist, sometimes a teacher, a little bit of both. So she's good at all those things. So I just felt like in that time I needed more of like soft nurture, and she needed more of like a get it together. And I feel like we were literally like puzzle pieces, just like waiting to be clicked together.
I love that. And I saw that transition in Mea as a mother. I saw how that new friendship was really molding her into the young lady that I saw in her. And so that is pivotal, friends. Like, it's very pivotal for you to find that it person that really gets you, that you really can be comfortable and you can have that space. Like she said, freshman year, it's a new environment. She was really struggling with a lot of things mentally about, meeting expectations and goals. And I'm telling you, Mea scares me sometimes because her ambition is sick. Like, it's insane. But I'm proud of it. And I know she gets part of that from me too, because my
mom will claim all the traits of mine. But the second I start telling her about
that.
Like, the second I start telling her something, like, why my toe knuckles got hair on them? She be like, you got that from your daddy. No, brother, look at your toes.
Your toes with the hairy knuckles. Listen, she definitely got that from me, friend. But seriously, like, I know my daughter, and just like she said with her best friend, me and her have that kind of connection. I like my best friend of over 19 years now, 18 years now. She used to say it all the time, like, we got the same walk. We got the same little tick. We got the same little aneurysm. Her friends have said her laugh is insane, and we have the same laugh. She hates.
I'm talking about they used to play dolphin noises after I got done laughing, and I'm like, brother, like, y'all ain't never heard my mom before. Like, she did this to me. She did this to me, but really, we have the same laugh. Like, even the breaths we take in between our laugh, like, they're the same timing. Like, we do so much alike, which is like, yeah, Mea, that's your mom. Like, you're supposed to do anything like your mom. But we do have a lot of similarities, which in my best friend, I thought that it would kind of be like that. Mind you, this whole high school process was also a process for me and my mom's relationship.
Yeah.
Because we weren't having the worst time, but we weren't having a
good time, yes.
I was like, what is happening?
It was so
She was crashing out. I was crashing out. We was crashing out at each other. We was crashing out together. We was crashing out separately. It was just everybody's crashing out everywhere.
So much bumpy roads. So many bumpy roads. And that's what high school is also. Like, in this season, if we're talking about watching your kids go through those seasons, like, I'm in my mind thinking about my high school years, but I can't put that on her because her high school year. Like she just said, she's doing college and she's doing high school. I mean, I just cannot imagine, because what I forgot to say in my 9th grade year, that peer pressure freaking got me bad, because I was in all AP courses, AP, like high courses, and I switched to regular classes to be with my friends. No parent was keeping me accountable there, which is why I did not allow my kids to say no, or they wanted to quit early when I knew they had the potential to. Because what my family should have done, definitely, that's the biggest part. When I had the English grades and the math grades that I had from intermediate, middle school to high school, getting into those AP courses, I remember the students in that AP English class. And I remember because it was like reading these books. Back then, I didn't like to read. Today, you can't keep me out of a book. But I'm just saying, like, I wish somebody would have pushed me to utilize that skill and that brilliance that I had in those courses, because I wasn't there by accident. I had the grades to be in those AP courses, and I switched to be with friends, and then I just slacked. But I was making good grades, anyway, because now I'm in a grade that I'm not even utilizing my brains or challenging myself. And so that's one of the big things why, like I said, reflecting on my high school, on them, like I knew the mistakes that I wish somebody would have kept me accountable for, and I didn't want them to make the mistakes when I knew they had the potential for it. Now listen, Mea has failed a couple things. Math ain't her expertise, and for some reason during COVID, art was not her expertise.
Wait, guys, pause. I've struggled, but we ain't never failed.
Okay, that's true.
We have never
not failed. She just struggled, like meaning like.
But it was the late nights that pulled us through.
Right. She done most things she can do effortlessly.
I'm talking about no study with.
There's some subjects, no study required. There's the subjects like math and that whatever was wrong with that art class that she was really struggling to the point where I was
How you gonna do art in COVID, brother?
I don't get it. I didn't get it either, but I was trying to do her work too. And listen, I wasn't getting it either. So this class was hard, okay? So we were like, that was a college art too, wasn't it? That was regular. Oh, that was middle school.
I'm a 7th grade COVID kid.
Girl. So yes, so then those are the areas where I don't make her do AP, right? Like I know she has the potential to do lots of AP in the other subjects, but I'm not making her do AP in the area that she already is struggling in.
Right.
And so those are just the areas that I just focus on her skill set, and I push her in those. And that's what my push was for my kids. And that's what I think I was missing in high school. But I'm telling you, if it were for God and the educators, I top notch. The educators at my school, they were top notch, because they are the reason why I graduated and got a college approval to go to TSU. Got accepted at TSU because they helped me through that process to get accepted in college and to even have that path for myself in general. And they didn't let me slack, especially my math teachers, because they knew I was good at this. They knew it. I had this math teacher. She was the teacher that I would always bring, because, you have in sports, you have like teacher appreciation. I would bring my math teacher every single time, because she did not let me slack, because she could see me solve a problem in my head, which I used to could do, which I try to tell my kids is they don't see it. They don't understand.
I have never seen her do this a day in my life, but she'll do this thing where she puts her finger on her temple.
I'm telling you.
And she just looks like Jimmy Neutron, because it's like, she's like, the gears are turning, goes, and it just like makes a little fart noise because nothing comes out. And I'm like, okay, I see like you had the gears in there, but no, I pull out the graphs on her, she starts stressing. I'm stressing already.
It doesn't produce anything now, but back then my math skills were top notch. I'm not playing. Like I loved math, and I was so good at math. I used to tutor in math. And so I remember that part. I remember my math teacher being the one that I always gave props to, Miss Lewis in history. I had a crash out many times. And I mean, the teachers paid attention back in my day is what I'm trying to say. They did not let you slack. They knew you had potential, and they talked to you about why you're slacking in your potential. Let's talk about typing class. We had typing class when I was going to school, friends. These kids don't have typing class. I put my kids through typing class.
I've had typing class, guys.
Yes, at home.
No, I've had typing class in school.
In school? Y'all got typing class in school?
7th and 8th grade.
Oh, thank God. Because I'm telling you, my kids can't type. I don't know what she did in typing class, but her typing skills is not to par, friends. Oh, we don't got nothing to say about that. She's I
had typing class, but what I did in there, that's a fact. I'm going to tell the truth every time. I'm not going to lie to you.
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
Whatever was happening in typing class, I'm not the problem. but wasn't no typing was getting done.
Yeah, so I attributed that class highly in high school because I can type very, very well without looking at the keys, and I have used that skills for every field that I
She
work
be flexing
in.
on me.
I'll be flexing all the time about that typing. But I mean, that's just one of the things that I take away from high school. Learning how to type truly been profitable for my adult life. But we got to get to senior year because we almost out of time.
Oh, okay. So let's go to senior year. Also, really quick to touch on the fact that my mom said no to me leaving the school. Every time I wanted to just drop out of something, my mom told me no. Brother. But so that kind of gave me that like sick ambition. Like if I want to go through anything, I'm just gonna go top. I'm just gonna go for the top of it the first time. Because I know I have such a support that's not gonna let me like back out of that. If I go for the top the first time, I'm getting the most results. I'm getting like the top of whatever I'm doing. Like I'm going for the highest point I can every single time. That gives me a goal, that gives me a broader spectrum. I can see some more oversight. Let's jump into senior year. Senior year summer, I was hustling. I ain't gonna lie, I was hustling. I was all ball up.
She was hustling this summer. She did very well.
I love this summer. I was a summer camp counselor, basically. It was so fun. I got to meet so many kiddos, so many parents. I loved it. Now, if you would have caught me at like 12 to 1, I would have been like, get me out of here. But as soon as I clocked back in at 7 in the morning, I was like, I love it. And it was really such a great job. Now, that kind of put me at a great head start for senior year. Let's go talk about first day of senior year. First day of senior year, it literally feels like you just got dropped in on the middle of a random school year with just your senior class. Like it didn't feel like the first day of school. The fits meaning outfits that people were putting on. I'm like, where's the fashion? Where's the statements? Where's the J's, the Jordans, the shoes? I'm looking for Sambas in different colors, baby. Y'all look like y'all just rolled out of bed. So I'm like, maybe it doesn't feel like senior year, but everybody I talked to was like, it doesn't feel like senior year. Like it just feels like it feels like a random day. It doesn't feel like it just doesn't feel like senior year. Like this cannot be what it is. I thought I was gonna walk to school, they're gonna have a balloon arch. I'm walking through, it's a dance line. I'm like, I'm about to bust a move or something. Like somebody see me and say, oh my gosh, you're a senior, and bow. All the underclassmen must bow. That's my expectation. But no, I'm just joking. But I just feel like senior year just did not initially have that kick. Now, at my school, we have this thing called color wars. It's like basically battle of the classes, but we are signified by color. So my senior color is green. So we're decked out in green. We're winning all the competitions. We get to the basketball games. The boys, they tried, but they play too much. So here we are. We ain't win the basketball games, guys. It's okay. We're going to come back in another color wars. But I feel like for us, then it kind of got real. But also our entire high school career, we have had the color green since we got there. And we weren't wearing it. We weren't doing nothing with it. We were like, we don't want the color green. Like we were pushing away. We were like, we're seniors. We got it. We got to do something with it. I have never seen us come together so heavily and in depth, or just like so riding for each other. Like we were so unified that day. It was not a thing you could tell us. You could have told us that we were wearing doo-doo green and we would not have cared. Like there was nothing that was going to stop us from like doing what we came there to do. And we really had such a good time. Like I'm high-fiving people I don't even talk to every day. I'm like, go, go, go. I got green pom-poms. I got light up pants. Like I am going at them. Like I am doing this like this is my day job. It is getting to a point like I have to be getting paid. Like the teacher's like, oh man, your senior jeans look so cute. Let's talk about senior culture really quick. Senior culture is so heavy, like the mums, the jeans. Me and my mom have never made a mom. My mom's talking about bringing it up. We both look stressed in that area.
Yes.
Like, we're like cardboard, flowers, ribbons, tassels, like, just, especially in Texas. In Texas, high school stadiums are already huge. They're already huge. That's not normal. High school football games are already gigantic. The mums just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The jeans are like, it's like a competition. It's like a beauty pageant at this point. Yes. I feel like a pony. Like the jeans, I literally stayed up all night. I'm on FaceTime with my best friend. We're just like pushing the midnight. We're just doing everything that we can to get these jeans and stuff done. I'm about to roll over into the paint. I'm about to drink the paint water. Like I'm just out of it. I'm up. I'm ordering things off Amazon to get the pom-poms and stuff in order. We got to do a powder puff game. I'm practicing like I'm about to go pro in the NFL. We got a Marine coach. He's he is in the Marines. I don't know what this guy got going on, but he loves to coach our football team. I'm running routes like somebody named somebody who plays football, brother. What's that dude's name? CJ Stroud? I don't know what he does, but I know he be running. I'm senior year, at least from a female perspective, is just wow. The culture, I just can't.
She's just getting started. She hasn't even gotten to the
It is 1 month into senior year, mind you. These are all the things that we've got going. We didn't even talk about homecoming. Homecoming is the day after the powder puff game. I got to play football like I'm going pro, and then turn around and glam up like this is Miss America. I'm lost. Mind you, at the game, you're supposed to wear a mom. What am I? Somebody explain. Somebody please explain how that works to me. You want me to put the mom on, take the mom off when I play, put the mom back on, be heavy breathing, put my cleats on. It's just giving like, just let me sit down, baby. Let me sit down. But I am truly, truly loving senior year. I still have the same best friend from junior year. She actually said that I'm not allowed to get rid of her. So
yes, I sign off on that message. I love her best friend. We be vibing. Ow.
Yeah, they just say ow to each other and they think it's called a vibe, but
it's a vibe.
No.
She knows. She's gonna respond to this.
Oh, okay. But yes, I'm loving senior year. It's making me so in depth with my friends. The culture, even though it is immersive, like I could go up to my head, my shoulders with how much senior year really brings, but just the APs and everything, like just your staff, they get closer to you too. Like they start talking to you like you're not like a kid, like you're a human being. Like I'm like, oh snap, I know you have manners, but thank you though. And I just love the culture that it's bringing. Like we eat lunch together every day. We're like, hey, and we have a senior group chat. We're like, who's throwing the Halloween party? And then we're doing this and then we're doing that. Like there's so many events. And then we have these things that are called like senior moves. So basically, every time like we go out to do something or like a school activity, it's like
senior moves.
Every time we have a activity or something, it's like, okay, hey seniors, like, is this the move? Like, how many seniors are doing this? How many seniors are doing that? And then it's kind of like the consensus of if that's what we're doing this year or not. Now, you should always do everything based on what you want to do your senior year. My mom had us go to open house because it's senior year and we must do it. Now, I was like,
that was not a senior move.
Not a senior move. Saw 3 seniors there. Not the consensus at all. But we did paint pumpkins, and of course I put senior on mine. So the night wasn't all lost.
Right.
But I think our biggest senior move was definitely Friday Night Lights. And I feel like God has just been showing me this year that even though I have, of course, my best friend got a little boyfriend. Moment of silence for him. My best friend got a little boyfriend, so she be with him sometimes and then with me sometimes, and I just like hang out with everybody. So I went and she was supposed to be playing like the game with her boyfriend. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here and like just chill by myself. And I really thought like in that moment, like I was alone, and I'm okay with being by myself. But I feel like this whole group of seniors came up there. They were just cracking me up left and right. Like I'm just sitting there and we're just having the best time. Like I am laughing so hard I almost throw up. Like it is super duper bad. Like I'm laughing and I'm like telling them to be quiet. Like I'm just like my stomach is cramping. Like please be quiet. And I just feel like he really showed me in that moment, like Mia, I'm glad that you are okay. Like you can sit with yourself, but that is not always what I need you to do. Like sometimes. And I wasn't actually gonna go because I was like, I don't feel like being in there like by myself or whatnot. But I was like, I should go because it's what I want to do. Like this is what Mia wants to do, and it ended up being like such a blessing of a night because we all like left at the same time, and we all have cars now. Guys, shout out to for the people who are getting cars this year.
Ow, whoop, whoop.
But also shout out to the people who have been driving since sophomore year because them are the OGs for real. I am the OGs for real.
Like for real, because listen,
everybody get in the car right now and they take notes, but we had like it was almost like a little motorcade. Like we're all just driving near each other and we all like take our separate turns home and we're like waving by and whatnot. And like some of us live like right next to each other, so we're just driving the whole way home together. We're like, okay, your street, my street, bye, good night. And we just had such an amazing time. but I really love how intentional it was. Like the messages that you get after events like those, like, hey, I had a really good time. Like that was super fun tonight. Like just seeing that everybody's living such separate lives, but we're all so together. And I feel like we're all really appreciating these moments that we have as seniors because we're not going to have this for the rest of our year. And what I've learned is I feel like senior year is going slow because I'm making it go slow. Like your life will only go as fast as you let it. Like all those times in the previous years, I was like, oh, I just want to get this over with, get this over with, get this over with. You have to slow your life down and actually be in the moment. Take pictures. I never took as many pictures in my life of myself.
Right.
I look conceited the way my camera rolls looking right now.
Truth.
It is bad. Every day on my story is a picture of me. My mom be liking them now.
Yes, I do. She's loving herself, but I love that. We talked about this in the past video about me having to put her in the mirror and telling her that she cannot leave that mirror until she sees that girl in that mirror as beautiful. And to see her shining in this season, like loving herself, loving her natural hair, loving her done hair, loving anything that she produces as far as fashion and the way that she presents herself, that is happiness for me. Now, for my senior year, it's not the same story, which Mea has heard. I told Mea, like, this senior year, I don't care who I have to mow down. It is red carpet season for Mea because she has done the work and she deserves every single thing that God has for her, every good thing he has for her, because he only has good for her. Period. And not evil. So anything that's evil is obviously a distraction and a crumb and a delay and a fool. And so we are not giving energy to any of those fools. We don't give permission to any energy that is for foolishness in this season because we are not getting distracted that this is Mia's year, that she is turning 18, she is graduating, and she is going on to give the world her best. And we're rolling out the red carpet. And I told her that. That is what kind of year she has, because my senior year was unfortunately horrible. It was the most emotional year of my life, but it was the most emotional season of my life, period. You know, I had a lot of losses my senior year, not of people, just of things. I literally wrote a long suicide note to half of the people that I cared about. I gave it to one person, left the school, took a whole bottle of pills. And I'm not telling no story, friends. I literally did this. I don't know how far that note went. I don't think my friends really took it seriously because I don't think they understood what I was writing. I believe it got to a couple people, and I think somebody threw it in the trash. That's honestly what I feel like happened with that note. I think I asked somebody, and I think that person said they threw it in the trash. But I wrote down my whole heart to each and every one of those people because those were the last words I wanted to say before I killed myself. I took a whole bottle of pills and didn't die. First of all, this how much God wants me to stay here. The way she tells the story, like she be so mad she didn't die. I didn't die. I'm like, how did I not die? I went to my favorite lake in Conroe, and I've only taken people I love to this lake. It's like a in the cut place that you don't know is there unless you happen to arrive there or happen to stumble upon it. So I've taken my kids there, when they were older, and I used to just go there. If I wanted to run away, I would go to this lake. So I went there, parked my car, took this bottle of pills, and freaking didn't die. I don't even get it, but I know it's but God. That's the only answer for that. And then everything that I've survived after that. But my senior year was horrible. Like so many just upsetting and disappointing things happened when I was trying to make a plan for my life. And so I ended up going into the military, which was the best decision that I ever made in my life. But I did say, when I have children, one, I'm not creating children that I cannot afford. And then when my kids do get older, I wanted to be present. So I knew I was going to be a career soldier, so I wanted to make sure that I was present for Mea in this season. I did not want to be attached to the mission during Mia's senior year because I wanted to be present for her during that year. And I am thankful that that goal has been met because I am able to be in every single moment with her in this senior year. And
so, too many moments.
So even though my senior year was horrible, everything. I am in her senior year. And I'm not sure if she loves it or not, but we're doing this thing together. I appreciate it. But oh, brother, she's
she's on the school page every day talking about, Mia, what is this? You want to go to that? Mia, nachos. The things my mother would do for some stale potato chips and some Rico cheese. Like, I'm telling you.
And I'm not even supposed to be eating cheese, but I love some nachos, man. I am addicted. I got a problem. Fun fact, I love nachos. But I am thankful to be in this season to watch Mia's senior year shine. I did have, positive in my senior year. I did get accepted to Texas Southern University. I did attend Texas Southern University. I did, I had a great career in bowling. I had a great career time in high school in track. But my grades failed significantly because of my personal life situations. And so the biggest thing that I remember either my junior or my senior year is I got ran out of my spot, my 200. So I used to run the 200 and then the 4x2 relay. And somebody raced me out of my spot in the 200 as a senior. And I was like, dang, like you just got beat. Like, and everybody's watching this race because you have that opportunity. Like somebody can petition for your spot and y'all have to race for it. And coach was fair about that. And it was no biggie. Like I wasn't going to beat the girl up or nothing. Like I was cool. Like she beat me. She got my, but I've run the 200 forever since I was an intermediate, since I started track. And so to be beat out of that spot in a season where I've already been getting beat up in life was just the biggest upset that whole time, but nobody would have ever knew it because I took that L like a G and I just walked away from it. She took my spot. That's it. I still ran, my other events, but that would be the biggest upset besides me just having a horrible senior year. But that is in the past and my girls are going to have a great time. And I did get my high school diploma and I have had a great life since that, going into the military. And there's just a lot of seasons that I am healing from, but my kids will never have to repeat what I went through. And so that's where we are now. This is a long episode today. I hope y'all are enjoying it. We are enjoying it. High school is our current season right now. Mia is about to graduate this year. And so
Mom is coming up on her 20-year reunion that she's been out of school.
Yes.
I took her words from her.
She did take my words. So that's what I was going to say. I love the subject because this October, I will be going to my
came up with this subject.
She did come up with the subject. This October, I will be going to my 20-year high school reunion. How the time flies, I have no idea. But this is 20 years since I turned 18. 20 years.
Class of 2005.
Whoop, whoop, War Eagles, Oak Ridge. I say, what?
Never mind.
Listen, so 20 years since I joined the military, 20 years since Katrina, because before I joined the military, Katrina hit, that halted my military entrance. So I always remember that it's 20 years for Katrina. 20 years since I joined the military, so this will be 20 years that I would have served. I would have served full term, as well as 20 years since I graduated high school. So to be in the season of 20 years and then watch my baby shine in her last year of high school going into her adulthood, it's just a beautiful sight. And I am happy to be going through this with her.
Yes, I am happy to have the mother that I do have. Now, sometimes I'd be like, Lord, why? Lord, why? Lord, how? Lord, get your child. But I really do have an amazing mom and all the things that we have been through together on just both of our ends. We have always tried to keep a positive mindset about everything. And I really honestly do love that she gets to watch this year because she's putting in just as much as work as I am this year. Mm-hmm. She is stressing herself out over pointless things sometimes. She really don't need to be stressed.
Right. Because it's not going to matter. She's going to graduate and then we're going to be stressing for a while.
She is really spreading herself for this one. So I really appreciate that and everything that she's doing. And I really want to have a good senior year, not just for me, but for both of us. But I do want to celebrate both myself and her just because she didn't get the chance and because I do deserve it for all the work that I have put in over the years for this.
Facts.
So we deserve it. This is our year
to shine. It. Whoop, whoop. We're going to shine this year. Shout out to all the parents who support their kids knowingly and unknowingly, whether you will ever hear those words from your child. Mia just said it for all the children who haven't said it to you. You are doing your work for your kids. They will notice. They will communicated. But just keep up the good fight of faith. Your kids will be okay. Mea has shown me her strength this year, and I trust that she's going to be an amazing adult. And so I'm here for whatever she's here for. I'm here to support whatever she needs. And high school memories, that's what we were talking about today. I love this conversation, and we're definitely going to have a graduation series of this conversation. But listen, don't freaking make it your end all be all. Just understand that everybody's going through this situation in the same moment, and everybody's dealing with so many different things themselves. And so just be kind and just reflect on being present with the people who truly call your name. That's the part that I wish I would remember. There were many people who were calling my name, but I'm chasing the people who don't care about me. And that's been a lot of seasons of my life. Stop chasing the people who don't even care, and really give time and place to the people who truly know your name and know you. That is what this moving forward in high school and graduating from high school and the seasons of high school and the lessons learned from high school should be all about.
Yes, I love that. To all the parents, just take it all in. Trust. If you have a senior this year, trust your senior. You have taught them well. They are showing you everything that you have instilled in them. Do not stress over the little things that you forgot to say.
Mm-hmm.
You forgot to tell them to look both ways and they cross the street. They got this far. They're going to figure it out. Just trust yourselves and also trust your seniors. Seniors, throw your parents a bone every now and then. They get a little stir crazy. They get a little crash out. You're like, hey, do you want to come do this with me? Like, I really need your help doing this. You don't even got need their help. If I tell my mom I need help tying my shoe, my mom will tie my shoe right now. I don't even know why she's so enthusiastic about it. You want me to put you socks on? Yes. No. See, right now, she's like, yes. That's the problem. But throw them a bone sometimes, guys. This is a very anxious period for them. This is a very anxiety-filled period for them. They don't know if they did enough. They don't know if they did too little. Just throw them a bone. Like, give them some reassurance that they're doing okay. If they're not doing okay, like, try to find a way to work on those things with your parents. Tell your parents what you need and what you don't need. Right. But boundaries right now and communication are going to help your relationship so much. But parents, trust yourself, trust your seniors. Seniors, let your parents help you a little bit. You don't gotta need help, just let them help you a little bit. They're itching for it. They're itching bad.
Yeah. So again, high school memories with Mea and Mom. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Those were our last words. We are super excited to have the fan base that we have. Please remember to comment when you are watching these episodes, and just give us some feedback. We are really looking forward to feedback. If you have any subjects that we haven't talked about, please reach out to us and let us know, like, what are some things that you would like us to talk about. But we're having fun with this thing, and I really enjoyed today's conversation. As you see, it was a little long, but I don't care, because this is our business and we can do what we want. And it was important and it was necessary. Everyone wants to be present in this year, and we are present in this conversation, and it was necessary. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. We will talk to y'all later.
Thank you. Later.